pizza in the back of a New York City taxi. And look, literally the next week, I felt I had to do the exact same thing. The most influential man in hip hop, but should we follow his next move with this Tiffany's commercial he has with his wife Beyonce? Tiffany's, the Carters. Check it out. Stay tuned. Check it out. Yeah. The Carters. Date night. You got you got Beyonce. Hove jumps in. You got the little brooch joint. Pizza. During COVID, I don't know what that's about. You was definitely wearing a mask in New York City. You know what I'm saying? So, my baby mom was like, yo, we need to go on a date. I ain't been on a date in a minute. So, I had to go on the flyest date ever. Oh, the behind the scenes footage. Alright, let's cut. Let's get into it. Let's cut it. What's up? Here at artondekz, we highlight and break down all things creative in the culture in hopes to help artists and enthusiasts like you to learn from. Let's get into this. Alright. Right now, we're looking at the Jay-Z and Beyonce commercial situation. They either partnered or did a campaign for Tiffany's, right? And I was a fan of Tiffany's. You know what I'm saying? Like, you grew up in New York City or just pretty much in America. The brand is pretty much, you know, quote unquote, creme de la creme, right? I took my daughter to Tiffany's when she was probably like 6 years old. She used to like collect like rare stones and stuff like that. So I bought this jewelry case. So, you know, like I'm like the dad who does like the extra stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like you know, any parents out there, especially fathers, whatever, like you have to kind of find your place when it comes to like the child. Like the mom handles like maybe like the doctor's appointments. Even though I jump in some of those too, whatever. But some of the basic nurturing, you kind of let the mom do that. Then the protecting, the making sure the money's right. And but besides those basic things for the man, you know you want to be you want to have influence and stuff. So you do little special things. So I try to like whatever with my kids. I try to do like the extraordinary stuff. So if she want to go collect rocks, we're gonna go see some official rocks. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna go to like the moon and shit. But anyway, I digress. With the Tiffany's, whatever, bought her this jewelry case, and she still has it to this day. It's beautiful. I bought vases and bowls and all types of stuff, whatever. I haven't bought silverware yet, but I plan to. You know what I'm saying? I'm transforming my apartment into like a museum kind of thing. Don't bite my idea. Don't bite my idea. All right, but so that was my thoughts on Tiffany's before. I seen this commercial. I want to do a story on it. I'm in, you know, artondekz. We're trying to bring you the coolest art, the coolest creativity, the coolest, you know, just art. Art is all around us. That's artondekz. Who's popping right now? Whose art is on deck right now? And Tiffany's been on deck for a long time, but we gotta be better in these times about where we put our money at. So let me do some research on this company. Whoa, boy, did I find out some research. Oh, boy. This is not cool. And we here to represent cool artists. And I don't think what I found out in Tiffany's is cool. But anyway, looking at this ad on my, what is this, 75, 80-inch screen TV. What is this ad saying, right? Is it saying like Tiffany's is cool? Is it saying Tiffany's likes the blacks? Like Donald Trump, you know what I'm saying? Like he would talk whatever. Is it saying Tiffany's, we want your money, specifically niggas from the hood? Or is it saying Jay-Z and Beyonce left y'all niggas and they with us now? like when you look at art, it's all intentional. Now, sometimes people don't understand that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm writing a book right now. Every word in that book is there because I want it to be there. when you look at a painting, except maybe certain abstract things, and there's some people who freestyle certain things, whatever. But if you're a writer, you writing raps, whatever, that word is there because you want it to be there, right? And then, and more important is from the technical word, the context. Definitely, even if sometimes artists will say, well, the art is for the person viewing to interpret it, and that's true. But you definitely have a context when you're making it. You're definitely having a thought of like, all right, this is what this means to me. Because even though you're the creator of it, if you believe in that concept, when you look at it, you're the viewer as well too. All right. So that's what I'm trying to get. What is this ad trying to say to us, right? And is it a mutual beneficial situation? Does Jay-Z and Beyonce need the Tiffany as a brand to move them forward? Does Tiffany, they just sold, I think they got bought by LVMH for like 30 something billion or 15 billion. I gotta double check. We're gonna get into that later. But do they like, what is the situation? They may need us. I don't, everybody needs hip hop culture, cool culture. Everybody needs artondekz. But that's what I want to get into. Let's dive deeper into that. All right. Put the remote away. Why is this important? Why is this research important? We need to stop empowering companies that literally oppress us or don't have our interests at heart. You know what I'm saying? Even though sometimes companies aren't people behind it that run it, whatever. But we need to research where we put our money, research these brands that we support, that we kind of keep alive. Because at the same time, if they're destroying you or keeping you in a situation or don't want to really work with you or uplift you, why should you give them your money, right? If a company is historically racist and you claim, say you're a white person, right? And you're like, well, that's a black issue, whatever. And if you're a white person and you claim you're not racist, you shouldn't be supporting a racist company, right? You can't stay on the sideline and say that has nothing to do with me, whatever. If you claim that, but you don't have to. You could be racist and be like, yo, this is what I do. It's America. There's a lot of racist people. But on the other hand, and this is me, some thoughts I have and where we at in America. If there's no other option, like what do we do, right? If say we hear all these stories about these airlines being racist to black people, kicking people off or searching people for no reason and all these random things. Oh, American Airlines. Oh, it was Delta. Oh, after these 4, 5, 6 airlines, what if you want to go fly somewhere? I don't think black people. I don't think we have an airplane company in America. What do we do? So eventually you're gonna have to work with that situation, right? That's just the plight of who we are, what we're doing. So that kind of goes with many sections in America. Now, if we need something, like a car, airplane, tools, whatever, that's kind of where we at. The other option is, I guess, to create the options we need and want, right? And we have to work on that. So let's see what these companies are doing, with the money we give them, right? Are they giving back? Are they helping? Is it a trade deficit? That shout out to who's hitting me up? Is it a trade deficit like Dr. Claude Anderson talks about that we should avoid, where we just give them money, funding them, and none of it comes back to us? And maybe also on the other end, like the money that we give them actually hurts us, like politically. Like maybe they campaign for other people, or the things that hurt us financially, education wise. But so it's like a trade deficit. So we're giving them money, we're funding them. So like we're funding our own demise. So I just want to dig into the company, to the history, and see what's going on. All right. From a little bit of research I started doing, the big question that popped up is, did Tiffany's use money from chattel slavery, then grew their business from economic and political bondage of us? Yup. And still probably till this very day. And I remember going to Tiffany's a few times, looking at like the diamonds and stuff, and I was just being, I don't know if cynical is the word, whatever. I would just mess with the little old white lady, and I was like, "How many of these diamonds are blood diamonds?" And she was like, "Oh no, we don't. None of them. We have a practice where we have what she say? Something like they have some kind of structure in place to make sure all the diamonds and the precious metals go through a service of fair trade or some kind of whatever. I mean, I wonder who runs that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, who says this is a fair price? The person raping the person? Like, you know what I'm saying, right? Anyway, yeah, so okay, so this is a little breakdown because we're going to get to a lot of these things why I wanted to pose a question after you see these facts and details. Should we still give our money to Tiffany's? Should we still support these people, whatever? And if not Tiffany's, who do we go to, right? What other, what do you call Tiffany's? Jewelry store? They kind of like it's not just they work with other people. It's jewelry, it's houseware, and all kind of stuff like that, whatever. So if you want some of that fly stuff, where would you go? But all right, back into the details. When these white countries colonize, which is a euphemism for enslave, pillage, rape, conquer, these black nations, they control resources, dictate a bunch of political bullshit. So some of these things that when they put down in their books, whatever, they did this, or Puerto Rico sold that, or DR so, like when they conquer these people, they're making these rules and they're kind of like twisting people's arms to do these things, whatever. So let's get into this information, and after you see, let's come up with a solution.